Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 3 of POLYXO, the City of Gems. We are going to finish that quarry today. That's the big thing that will happen in this episode, and we will of course need a lot of new workers for that. But up until then, there's still a lot of furniture that has to be crafted, and I have decided that we're simply not going to craft it. We're going to do another order and we're going to import that stuff because it's going to be much time until we have all that furniture produced, and therefore I'm not interested. I want that thing here up and running as fast as possible because this will get us the first step towards our actual city plan, because we will get stone, and I want to do cut stone as fast as possible too. But let's check on out, where is the homelessness occurring at. Yeah, currently not really getting spotted by the system. It's only one person being homeless. I will find where that happens. I'm assuming this area because we've added up a lot of new work there and no new apartments, but we'll see about that. So let's go in super fast mode for a moment until the furniture has been delivered. Okay. So all in all, POLYXO is at a very, very good spot, I'd dare say. Do we already have grain? No. As soon as we have grain, I want to start building a grain farm as well, so we can have bread. Humans love bread. Alright, look at the big thing going there. Exposure. Okay, that's a new thing. So it turns out people need those clothes now, or they'll die, I guess. Well, there's a hearth somewhere around. I hope that helps against exposure. So now we are at minus 63. Oh, we can now. That's new. I had no clue that we have now a proper information about the people here. It's way better than before. So we want better access to arenas. Yeah. Able to retire at an earlier age. Temples. You guys. But many of the jobs you've assigned to us are not suited to our species. Oh yeah. Now we're playing that card. So, alright, there's a new thing. We can upgrade those. That's unheard of. We're going to keep 10 people here in the stone mine, because that's much or what we can currently bring up there. So, to be produced each day. Alright, so we have 23 units of stone per day now out of that thing. Not bad, not bad. That's a nice start. So I see that my denarii count is rising. That means we are actually successfully exporting stone from this point on. Beautiful. Now, the next thing I want to do for today is I want to research the stonemason tech directly. Usually I don't, I postpone that a bit more, but considering how the city is looking, I'm going to have a mason here ASAP. So, wait, roads are here now. Good. So we're going to get ourselves some road now to the quarry, of course. And let's zoom out one more time. So I want to be very careful with the processing business here, because this is my fertile soil area. It's fine and dandy that we have one quarry here, because that's actually one of the best spots to have it at. But, you know, the mason, maybe we'll put the mason now closer to the carpenter. Yeah, let's do this. I like that. So what I won't like in a minute is the fact that the mason does require metal. I do remember that the mason's workshop has this requirement. And yeah, it sucks. But we have to stomach it. Okay, so this is going to be not a insanely huge workshop. It's relatively small, just 30 workers here, but that's mostly because I want to keep the pressure of materials here relatively low. There we go. We'll require to import metal to that, and since metal is darn costly, I want to keep the profile low here. So we need 128 pieces of furniture for that as well. I hope we can manufacture these by ourselves, but the necessary amount of 90 metal must be imported. Let's hope our treasury is capable of supporting that. Okay, so this is going to be more of a long-term project, I see. But the good side is we have now enough. We have something going that's going to give us the money that we require to buy the stuff one day. Up until then, we're still well busy with manufacturing all that furniture. You know, it's not as if we don't have anything to do here. Okay, so let's invite the first Dondorian into our city. Because, you know, I want to have a mixed society. And since we want to go with the whole mining theme and all, I wanted to have more Dondorians in the city. And we're going to authorize all the humans that want to join us. Because. So. Now we get another housing issue in a larger scale. Let's see. I bet it's the lab, like I said. With time, I start to understand these systems better and better, and it's less and less of a weirdness, and you know, I kind of like expected that even. So we're going to put up some houses here at the backside of this. Oh crap! No 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 no. I don't want to have wooden housing. Thank you. POLYXO is a city of stone. Stone, you hear me? All right, I give up. There you got it. So. One far day in the future, we're going to use even cut stone. Alright, it has a pillar of wood. I don't care. Let's take it as a... let's take it as something that was intended. Okay, so... Dondorians despise immigration, just like many species, so... Alrighty, homelessness is a thing now, but it's all contained here in that area. So let's see how fast the homelessness problem will disperse once we have the housing going here. Well, looks like they could use a bit more. So let's make that a double avenue. There we go. I do like the fact that houses now come with a resource price. In the previous version, they were not really something you needed to pay resources for in the first place, but that feels just like, you know, we're building a house and it does require some resource. So, oh yeah, I do realize something that we can also bring up to earn us some money. Another export depot. We don't need a large one like that, because I noticed that livestock is accumulating. I mean, sure, we could also just set up more pasture with that, but well, I'm not sure about that. I'm going to look at my food stockpiles, but I don't think we need a big pasture in the upcoming days. All right, furniture production is already tackled, so we're going to export all of the livestock immediately, because livestock is pretty costly and it also spoils damn fast. I find it a little bit weird to talk about spoilage when we talk about living animals, but whatever. You get the idea. They go bad. Bad animal, I guess. So, And that's all. We could go for tailoring. Yeah, let's do this. And I'm also going to improve on my food production technologies. All right, tailoring. So we're going to pluck us some wild cotton here. One day, that is. One day. We are going to store it here. And let's see. Fertility is one of the scarce things here in the city. We will. Okay. Good thing that we're not relying too much on crops. So here is a very fertile area, but that's something that I want to dedicate to the grains. So here we got another very fertile area. Okay. But, well, looks like the whole agricultural biz needs to go over there into that direction. Okay. Doesn't really give me a good answer where I want to put my cotton farm. Ooh, look at that. There's a big patch too. Ah, here we have another spot of fertile soil. And in the vicinity of the mountain, it's also okay-ish. Well, quite a jiffy. So I'd say we're going to go here. I like this spot here. So let's make... Let's make the grain farm first. I just realized that. I really want to have the grain production first. Well... So let's customize that a little bit because I want to use the good spots, as many as possible of them. So 73%, that ain't bad. I'm starting with grain here because, you know, grain is going to lead to more food. And more food is, in the beginning of the game, extremely vital. So we're going to chop down these trees here for now. They'll regrow, don't worry. So we can finally buy the metal we require for the masonry. That's good. That's a brilliant step forward. Until then, we're preparing the grain farm. I mean, we're not really... Obviously not really stockpiling any of it right now. But that's okay. We're gonna get there. And here a huge amount of wood is being prepared. But it's obviously necessary. Our carpenters are hungry. And it feels as if the we now employ over 25 in our masonries. Alright, I actually don't want to employ that many in my masonry, thank you. So first off, let's stop the auto-employing. Let's bring 10 people up here. Alright, 10. Let's see how that reflects on my consumption there. And most importantly, we're going to get us sweet, sweet crates of cut stone. Okay, so 10 people working here are consuming 22.8 units of stone. So as you see here, it's this is really good. This is much better than the previous version. I actually do have a nice readout now about things, how they are happening and all. I like that. It's really good. Really, really good feeling. Okay, so the next couple of denaries we got, I want to invest into more metal. Oh, I don't even have a crate for that yet, so that's a shame. Okay, so we're now allocating cut stone. That is wonderful. Cut stone is just the stuff, you know? So let's set up another... Let's do this. I just realized that What is a herb farm? I just realized that even if I don't utilize the cotton farm yet to its full extent, it doesn't matter that much because we're, you know, oh yikes, because we can't just leave it without workers. If I don't want the farm as of yet, I'm just not going to put any workers on it, you know? No biggie. But it's going to stockpile the materials that we collect from the wild forage, because we need grain to make a grain farm, we need cotton to make a cotton farm, but we're actually collecting that stuff, so while we're collecting it, we're slowly going to get closer to the completion of these. I like the concept, right? Good. Okay, we got cut stone supply now. So it's time to set up a new export thingy, because as a matter of fact, for starters, I'm going to export pretty much all of the cut stone that I got. It's a slow produced resource, and it's amazingly valuable. And right now, I need something that fills my treasury with denaries, you know. We need to import so many things. We need to get so many industries kick-started. So, consider that a big step forward. And let's see. Okay. They're consuming 40 units of stone per day now that they're fully operational. Probably we have to adjust some there. So check this out. I mean, this stuff is worth 10 bucks each. So we got a production of, let's see, 120 denarii per day. Not bad, isn't it? I mean, it ain't much, but it's going to sum up. We are just starting out with the industries here, and therefore it can only go better from here. So let's employ some extra people, and obviously we do need some more feel goods for the city. The happiness of the human populace doesn't bounce back properly yet. Why are you guys not working? Workload is low. Yeah, you don't say. There we go. Weird. So they're producing 37 units per day. Still not covering the stone consumption entirely, but it's also not a total catastrophe either. So I'm a sheriff now. I'm bartering better, and got new buildings. We've just cracked the population score of 150. That's why. So let's go and make our folks happier. We could either go for a stage. A stage always goes a far way. Always a long way. So, oh, I actually improved my tailor, so I didn't introduce tailoring. Oopsie. So, yeah, there's again exposure. We could reduce spoilage. We could go for paved roads. That's one piece of tech that I definitely want to have, especially in a city that will specialize so hard in stone production. Yeah, we're going to go and make a stage or two. That's always a good thing. There we go. So let's see. A booth is that. A bandstand is that. A pavilion is that. So here's the thing. We are going to stop exporting our stone, and we are going to set up a proper bandstand. I think a pavilion would be right now a little bit over the top. And it also would take quite a darn long time until I have fully prepped up the materials I require for that. But that's looking good, isn't it? So, another export depot. Because if ever my furniture stockpiles are going to be that full, and there is always the chance that they will, I need some place to export that. Overall, I love to have an abundance of export depots, you know. Good. So here we go. Stage. 8 people working there. still not sure how many people are supposed to work here, honestly. Somebody once told me in the comment section that you can cut down the amount of artists there by a lot, but I never really understood how to read it to understand, you know. So we're going to pause the game when we're configuring the export rules for furniture, because the standard rule is total export. I'd actually much more prefer this as a standard rule, so I don't need to pause the game beforehand. But whatever. So we're going to export really only the amount of spoilage. That's one thing that I personally love to do, you know? 25% of that stuff spoil per year. So if we ever have a... we will always export these 25% that would go bad anyways. It ain't ideal. You could polish that configuration more. I'm well aware of the fact that this is not a spot-on logic that I'm following there. But at the same time, it is a good approximation, you know? Okay, so we need definitely more stonecutters here. And obviously, whenever I increase the employment, it seems as if the game is going nuts for a sec. Okay, so we got homelessness. Officially. Actually, there's no homelessness. Alright. So my food stockpiles are the only thing that's bothering me a tiny little bit. But since we are already preparing a grain farm, which somehow doesn't get fixed up, so we're going to import that kickstart amount now. Oh, look at that, we got more homelessness. That seems to be the real homelessness now. So the good part about grain is it's dirty cheap. You can import a couple of hundred of these, and we wouldn't even notice it too much. So let's see. Oh, you get an immediate... Oh, this is new. I have to look at this more closely off camera once to properly understand it. Yeah, I do see all these improvements with pleasure. There's been so much betterment here. Oh, aren't they now totally in the noise area? Yep, these houses are. These houses aren't the most desirable in town. I mean, they're lying directly next to the pasture, so it's reeking of dung, and the constant clattering of hammers of the quarry is also pissing you off. So yeah, not exactly top-notch housing, but I don't care. It's for medieval standards, that's actually pretty good. Alright, I don't know. For whatever reason, that stuff is somehow... Wait a sec. Did I probably not even claim that? Oh, I did. It just happened that my workers never had the opportunity to go back all the way back up there. I mean, it is really far away. And usually, if you don't have proper road access and all, your odd jobbers are often just ignoring these. But whatever. Okay. So my meat stockpiles are also full. Oh yeah, auto-employ, that's something I need to go for. So, look at that! Meat is extremely desired here. Boy oh boy. So we're only going to export, again, the upper 10%. And actually I'm going to increase my stockpile capacity for food by a lot. Because, you know, why not? It certainly won't hurt us. But if we hit the benchmark again, we're going to export some of that, because it's really valuable. Probably I should actually start to think about another pasture here, considering the tremendous value of meat here in the region, obviously. I underestimated how much the people here would pay for meat. Seems like we got an industry that is even more desirable than stone. I mean, I want water. That just means that I can use all my cut stone for myself. That's good. I don't care. We can't have fine roads this way. Alright. So, I think these people just need to move in now. And, let's see. So we are a bit on a recline here, food-wise, so... Good opportunity to build us some bakery as soon as I find it. Ah, so yeah, it's work, isn't it? It's refining. Yeah. All right. So we're going to put up a bakery. If we have the grain fields here and the quarry there, it's just a logical next step to put heavy industry right next to heavy industry and have the baking industry over here as well. I'm calling it an industry because it's going to be an industry. So let's get started, eh? Let's see, will that be enough support? Of course not. So this looks at least nice. Alright, so... Oh, I hate when that happens. When you're not able to put the... Alright. I could redesign the whole pillars and all now, but I won't, because I don't need to. We're going to put just these thingies on the walls, because luckily there's plenty of design choices that you can go for. Even if you are not capable of building your supports in a good way. This ain't looking bad either. I mean, we're reaching a pretty serious amount of employees here. 50 people, that's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. We might even have to reduce on the ovens there at the end. So, door is here. Storage goes here. And now... The army of auxiliary ovens has to move into this place somehow. Let's see. Oh, this wall looks promising. So we're getting there, actually. Look at it go. We're reaching higher efficiency levels than I thought. But, yeah, we need to take out at least that one, I'm afraid. So, what is pleasing to me is to see that we don't need any other materials, like metal, or we don't need to import anything to build that building. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's scrounge up those last few percent. Can go one. 99%, are you kidding me? No, not like this. Alright, I'm going to do the unspeakable. I'm going to leave it with 99% efficiency. That was hard. But I would have needed to fidget around the entire thing here completely, and I don't want to, alright? So we're taking in a huge load of immigrants now, because I really want to have that grain farm going. This one matters really a lot to me. Because as soon as we have that one going, bread production is right around the corner, and when we have bread production, we'll have happiness all over the place in abundance. I know that. I know how this works. Bread is an insane happiness booster in this game, or at least it was in the previous versions. I don't know why that should have changed. So, we're taking in every little amount of workforce that we can get here, and luckily, our treasury is looking good as well. So the exports are doing their thing. Right now we're, as far as I can see, only gaining our money exclusively from exporting livestocks. Not bad. quite a profitable industry. So let's see. Let's see how much they'll harvest next year. The estimates here look pretty wonky at best. Okay, my friends, I'd say we're going to complete that bakery during the outro, and that's going to be the last thing we do for today. I think POLYXO is developing really nicely. We got a huge step forward. We got the food industry on a point where I think it should be really easy to sustain a tremendous amount of people with that huge grain farm and the bakery as well. We're not going to be able to staff out these buildings completely. So, these things will get us well ahead. That's what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, I'm really good with that. The next thing we got to do is we got to set up some clothing industry, because that'll spread some serious happiness among these people here as well. And then we got to talk about the wood and charcoaling industry, because right now we're going to produce our bread with wood, which is totally fine in all regards, but it is inefficient. Coal is more efficient. Anyways, thanks for watching, you all. I hope I can transport some of the fun of Songs of Six to you as well, and I hope you might be so kind to leave a thumbs up on that video. This helps more than you might think to make it more visible to other people. And of course, consider subscribing if you like this channel. I do daily content, and I'd be delighted to have you here as well. That all being said, there's a playlist link down there leading you to episode 1 of POLYXO if you have missed out the others. And yeah, have a wonderful day. I hope to see you again.